Click on the subscribe button and remember to press the bell icon for regular notifications from our digital blogger. Hello friends, welcome to our digital blogger. Today we are going to review Indiabulls, which is a full service stockbroker. In this review, we will be talking about multiple aspects including company background, pricing, customer service, research, trading products, platforms, and a lot of other factors that can help you figure out whether Indiabulls is a good enough stockbroker for you or not. Let's get started. So, starting from the company background, Indiabulls is a full service stockbroker. That would mean that they provide you all kind of research and tips, but in lieu of that, they charge you relatively high brokerage charges. This full service stockbroker is based out of Gurgaon or Gurugram as we call it these days. They offer you multiple trading and investment products. We will be talking about that, and their research quality is better than the industry average. Now, talking about their trading products rather, they will allow you to trade or invest across equity, commodity, currency, mutual funds, IPOs, and depository services. So it's a pretty good basket of trading products, and depending on your preferences, you can pick out any of these. Moving ahead, if we talk about trading platforms, now this is one of the very important matrices when it comes to selecting a particular stockbroker. Now they have got presence across desktop, web-based browser application, and a mobile app. However, when it comes to the performance of these trading applications, there are some concerns. Now let's talk about these. We'll go with the mobile app first, and for that we need to check out Google Play Store. So the mobile app of Indiabulls is called Mobile Power Indiabulls or MPIB. Now they come up with a recent version called MPIB 2.1. This app is rated at 3.7 by less than 100 users. Out of those, around 23.5% of the users have rated this app negatively. Overall satisfaction score stands at around 77.5. Now this number is definitely worse than the industry standards. The last update this app has seen was done on 25th of February 2017. We are recording this video in June of 2017, so it's been good 4 months that this app has seen even a single update. Generally, good stockbrokers with focus on technology, they update the mobile app in a range of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks at max. The number of installs are in the range of 10,000 to 50,000. So when it comes to numbers, the app is certainly a little mediocre, but when it comes to the quality perspective as well, there are 2 or 3 major concerns here. So the number of features in this app are limited, so there will be some usability issues. Then the app's UI, the user interface or the look and feel, is very bland, very basic, or in a sense it's pretty outdated. And the concern comes from the things like font size is very small, navigation is difficult. Then finally, if you are using this application on a regular basis, you might find that the app crashes or it freezes after regular point in times. So there are these few concerns, and we assume that if Indiabulls update the mobile app within a regular interval of, let's say, a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks at max, and from there they can certainly focus on these concerns directly, and once these concerns are out, probably the app will be much better to use. But as of now, we will not be able to recommend you. There are far better applications out there for your trading opportunities. Now let's talk about other trading platforms, and for that we need to check out digitalblogger.com. So the other trading platforms include the terminal-based software called Power Indiabulls. Now this is a mature trading application. It needs to be downloaded and installed onto your desktop and laptop. Once you do that, it gives you multiple types of features in terms of market watch. You can set up alerts and notifications. You get the access of a lot of data points that can help you to make quick judgments like top gainers of the day, top losers of the day, of the week, of the month, things like that. And since it's a full service stockbroker, you will be able to access research reports, recommendations, trading calls, and multiple industry reports as well within the trading application. So definitely performance wise, no concerns, speed is good. But only concern in this application is that the user experience, the UI, usability areas, now these are some of the concerns that need to be figured out. what India Bulls can do is probably have a discussion with the clients or do some sort of survey, understand what the major pain points are from user experience point of view, and directly work with the professional designer or people like those who can help them out in figuring out these concerns. So user experience is one big area, otherwise this particular terminal based software is good to go. Then there is the browser based application. Now you don't need to download or install anything, just go to the website of India Bulls, click on login, put in your credentials, and you can start trading. Now this is the home page of that particular application. You need to put in your email ID, password and transaction password. Now once you do that, you will be taken to a home screen. The UI, the application interface is pretty bland. It gives you limited set of features, so you will have some sort of concern when you're using, let's say it's a terminal based software and then you are transiting toward this web based browser application. You will feel the difference in terms of the number of features. At the same time, this is not a responsive application. Now what that means is that you are limited to use it onto your desktop or laptop only. You cannot access it through your browser in the web, in the mobile app or in the tablet. So in that sense it is not portable, so you'll have to stick to your desktop or computer to use it. So from that particular perspective, when you have so much competition out there where there are a lot of stockbrokers coming up with solutions that you can use from any device, any browser, then we have this kind of a solution that is still limited with its own concerns. So from trading platforms quality perspective, we will just recommend the terminal based software Power India Bulls. Other than that, the couple of other trading applications from India Bulls can be fixed, can be worked upon. So if you want to be the client or are the client of India Bulls, our recommendation is only use Power India Bulls as of now if you're looking to make consistent gains out of the stock market. Now let's get back to the review. Now when it comes to pricing, account opening charges at India Bulls are 750 rupees, quite a hefty amount there. Maintenance charges are 450 rupees every year. So at the upfront you will be required to pay 1200 rupees to get the thing started, and every year you are required to pay 450 rupees at AMC. Now brokerage is at 0.3% for delivery. Let's look at the other segments too. Now here are the segments. Intraday is 0.03, future and options is same, future is same rather, options is at 100 rupees per lot, and commodity trading is allowed at 0.03. Now what exactly this means? For example, if you're trading for 1 lakh rupees in equity delivery, in that case you are supposed to pay 300 rupees as brokerage charges only. There will be some taxes on top of it, some transaction charges, and total bill will be much more than 300 because there are other sort of charges involved. But if you look at the other segments here, for an intraday you will need to pay 30 rupees for 1 lakh trade, and there is a minimum brokerage slab as well, probably around 20 rupees. You cannot get less than that in any case whatsoever. So from that perspective, it is, being a full service stockbroker, it is a reasonable price band. Other than that, if you look at Sher Khan, who are charging you 0.5, and there are much cheaper stockbrokers at 0.15 or 0.1. So from that perspective, it stays somewhere in the middle. You can negotiate to an extent, but definitely 0.3% for India Bulls. The kind of services it provides, we looked at the trading platforms already, it certainly does not look value for money. So moving ahead, we talk about transaction charges. Now you look at this closely. These numbers are given by SEBI or some of the indices to make sure that these values go back to those parties, not the broker. Now some brokers, what they do is they inflate these prices, they inflate these percentages, and the difference, whatever is the difference, they keep it to themselves. In case of India Bulls, this broker does not look to be like one of those. They are charging you on pretty much a standard basis. This particular number at equity options looks slightly expensive at 0.055. Industry average is around 0.05%, so there is an additional of 0.005% is being charged for every trade from every client. So this might look minuscule, but when you talk about the overall turnover for the day, which is in thousands of crores, in that particular case, this percentage can be much larger a number. So transaction charges perspective, we will give away that okay, India Bulls is just fine, it's not charging you much, but probably in one other segment they can definitely lower down that value. Now exposure leverage, for people who don't understand the concept, basically it's kind of a short-term loan provided by the stockbroker at a specific interest rate. Now this interest rate can be in the range of 15% to 20%. and it really depends on the kind of segment you're looking to trade in. If you're looking to trade in equity intraday, you will be given an exposure of up to 10 times. So what that means is that if you are trading account balance of 10,000 rupees, you can trade up to 1 lakh rupees depending on the stocks, depending on trading behavior, and a lot of other factors. In delivery, it's 3 times. So is the case with equity futures and commodity. In other segments, India Bulls plays a little safe, and they don't really provide you any kind of exposure value. So again, from exposure, these values are not so great. There are other stockbrokers who are giving you 20 times, 30 times, 40 times for intraday, and at least there are some values here. In case of India Bulls, there are not. So if exposure is one of your criteria, then India Bulls is probably going to disappoint you. Finally, if you talk about positives and negatives of opening an account with India Bulls, we'll start with the positives first. So they've got multiple trading and investment products for you as a client. The research quality is definitely good, better than the industry standards, and the transaction charges are pretty much normal. They are not so high, not so less. From negative point of view, they've got very low focus on in-house trading platforms. We talked about the mobile app and the web-based browser application. The power in India Bulls, the terminal software is fine, but the other applications definitely need a lot of focus. Then pricing, be it account opening or maintenance charges, they certainly look high for India Bulls. Finally, we talked about exposure. Now, for people who are looking specifically towards exposure, like we mentioned, they will be disappointed, not so high leverage there. So this is the detailed review of India Bulls. We've talked about multiple aspects. Now, if you want to talk to the executive of this particular stockbroker, what you can do is check out this link, digitalblogger.com/India Bulls open Demat account. Put in your details there, and we will be setting up a call back for you with India Bulls. However, if you're looking to have a stockbroker that matches exactly with your requirements, or you want us to help you out with finalizing a stockbroker for you, what you can do is check out this link, digitalblogger.com/free callback broker choice. Put in your details there, and we will be setting up a call back for you absolutely free. So that is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching it. We hope you liked it. In case you did, please go ahead and press the thumbs up button. We'll really appreciate that. You can also subscribe to our channel, Digital Blogger, at YouTube for similar videos in the future. Thank you so much again. Bye-bye.